What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Been a while since I posted a video. Haven't shaved in a couple of days, couple of weeks. Been busy, man. Been checking in with you guys. I've been watching y'all's videos. Hey, a little dark there. Hang, stand by. I've been watching some videos, trying to keep caught up with you guys. A lot going on here. Personal life. It's hot time of the year, and I'm a service manager for an AC company, so long hours, and it's taken a lot of my attention lately. Let's see what else. I'm taking a class. I'm still going to school. Still do the college thing. I'm a career professional, but one of the things I never did is finish my associate's degree. So there's a little community college here. It's a junior college, actually, Temple Junior College, and I take a couple of classes there. A few classes a year. Doing biology this semester, so yeah, it's the same stuff my high school stepchildren are taking, and my son took last year. But anyhow, doing that 2 nights a week, so it's kind of cut into my evening hours. Plus, my wife's going to nursing school, and it's been a hot summer. Didn't want to spend much time out here in the garage. Things are finally starting to cool off. We're down in the 80s. We've gotten some rain the last few days, so things are nice and cool here, better than they were. They're not 100, 105 anymore. Let's see what else. Just a quick note. Pretty much everybody that I watch on the Garage Gang's got their shit together when it comes to safety. I only mention this because it hit close to home. A little small town that I live here in Texas, in central Texas. My son is very young. Him and his girlfriend had a child. They're not together anymore, which is what happens when you have children at 17. But anyhow, her father, her stepdad, was working on his car in his garage, and they were personal friends of ours, which makes this even more difficult. He's working on his had a new Mustang and was changing the oil in his garage. Not unlike my little trash heap back here, but anyhow, he was changing the oil and had his car up on a floor jack, but not on jack stands, and tragedy struck. So that was pretty devastating. It was unexpected, obviously, but he's no longer with us. So if you're whenever you're working on your cars or vehicles or whatever, just remember safety first. If you've got it up off the ground, get jack stands under it. I can't tell you how many times that I've worked on cars where I didn't use jack stands. I always trusted my floor jack. Never again. It's just one of those things that hits kind of close to home, and you realize just how many times you've tempted fate and got away with it. So don't do that. Work safe. Anyhow, I'm going to do some time-lapse stuff. Getting back on it. Yay! The old El Camino, I believe she's missed me. It's been sitting here for over a month, and I haven't done anything to it. Got out here and put the power to the ignition, and she fired right up. So she's ready to get going, or ready for me to start working on her again. Also, my 71, I haven't done anything with it. It's still sitting in the back there. It's been sitting there since I parked it. Again, haven't done anything at all. So enough rambling. We'll do some time lapse on some progress on the hood. I did go and buy some primer, some epoxy primer. I got tired of sanding parts over and over again. As you can see, I've been using some rattle can, and that does okay, but as hot and humid as it's been here lately, that's starting to come through, that cheap primer. It's the cheapest stuff you can buy at Walmart, and it really covers pretty well, but as far as vapor barrier, no bueno. So I'm going to go ahead and start knocking some of this old stuff off and try to get it down as much as possible to bare metal. I worked on my tailgate. The last time I worked on the car, I spent probably 4 hours on this thing. Hang on a second, let me grab it for you. There's the tailgate. As you can see, it's in pretty rough shape. It's got got pounded in here, and on this contour in the back, you know, it's nice and smooth. But obviously, over the course of the past 40 plus years, 45 years, I guess, it's been hit and got some crinkles in it and wrinkles in it. It's original though, and I don't want to go back with the skin, so I'm going to do what I can to straighten it out as much as possible. Get a stud gun and pull some of these out, and get them as close as I can to the original contour. I'm not going to go back with trim. It didn't have any trim on it. It did have a Chevy emblem here, and then the backup lights that moved up here in '69 and later. '68 they were in the bumper. But anyhow, this literally getting all this knocked down took me hours. Of course, I also worked on the inside. Got this cleaned up a little bit and started working along the bottom down there and then up on the top. But anyhow, that's the last thing. And then also, let me show you right quick. I did do the back after I pulled the tailgate off. That was a lot of fun. It was more work than I thought it was going to be. Old bolts, and you find out just how things are kind of half-assed put together on cars like this when you start taking them apart. But somebody went through it years ago, and when they painted it brown and kind of half-assed did it. But you can see over here, I've got all this, got her all sanded down in here and cleaned up down to bare metal just about everywhere I could. I got a little rust hole I got to patch down here, and all the way across the bottom. This all looks really, really good. I've got some rust pitting right here, but other than that, this header is really solid, so I'm not going to mess with it. Same thing over here. This is solid though. There's no rust in here. It's just really weird the way this car sort of popped out little spots here and there, but it all looks good. This hasn't been wrecked or crunched or dented or damaged, which is a good thing. So it's never taken an ass end impact, which I was happy to see. But anyhow, I'm gonna get on it. So that was progress. Got the tailgate off, got all the hardware off, got this all sanded down and ready to go, and then started working on the tailgate here. So I'll get started on the hood and be checking in with you guys off and on. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned or not, I found some wheels and tires on Craigslist, which was got a decent deal on those. They're knockoffs. They're not the real deal, but they'll do. Tires are kind of small, but hell, at least I've got 4 tires that hold them. So we'll holler at you later. Check in soon. Bye. All right, YouTube, that's it. Got the hood done. Sorry I missed out on some of the time-lapse stuff, but I had to stop. We had a lot of things going on this weekend. We had homecoming weekend, we had band, we had football games, birthday party this weekend for my stepson. So for me to get as much to get this done is pretty much an accomplishment. I'm gonna go and throw this up so you guys at least know that I'm still alive and haven't gone anywhere. It's still freaking ridiculously warm here. Even as temperatures cool down, it's still 92 degrees, 94 degrees in my garage, and it is it's like 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. So I'm looking for a little bit of a temperature break, a little bit of a weather break. Not motivated to do this much, but definitely want to keep going. I know that if I don't keep going, I'm going to lose the motivation. I don't want to do that. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a good weekend. You got some stuff done. Thanks for the motivation. Thanks for keeping your videos up. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that actually I've been hampered a little bit. Went bird hunting, and we were dove hunting. I climbed a fence, and when I was coming down on one side of the fence, I actually hung my boot in the fence and tore my MCL. Forgot to mention that. So it's another thing that's kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I just wanted to get something up, let you guys know that I'm still alive. I'm still at it. I haven't given up yet. And hopefully here in the next week or two, I'll be showing some more progress. Besides just the hood, I want to get a lot of this stuff sprayed in epoxy primer. I already have the epoxy primer. I'm using Nason, which I understand is a pretty good product. It's not a permanent coating, but I just want to get this stuff in primer so it doesn't keep rusting. So anyhow, hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys got some stuff done on your cars, and keep the updates coming. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some more frequently now that things have cooled down a little bit, and my personal life hopefully is somewhat on an even keel. But take care, and we'll check you guys on the next video. Adios.